Boruto Naruto Next Generations is a slice-of-life anime about a kid named Boruto Uzumaki hanging out with his friends at the local Burger King. His dad is also called Hokage or Ninja President. The show started airing in 2017, and since then, I have been one of the 84 people who actually watch it on a weekly basis. So as one of the few people who have actually seen all of this amazing show, I thought that I should highlight some of the best individual episodes and story arcs from this underrated series. Himawaris Birthday, Episode 53. This is the first great episode of the series. You may be thinking to yourself, Episode 53, huh? That means that this show has been airing for more than a year without a good episode. You're correct. What makes this episode so good is that we get to see Boruto's dad hit a new low as an absent father, and Boruto himself reach new heights as a bratty child. All seemed well as the Uzumaki family celebrated the birthday of its youngest member. Even Boruto's dad managed to show up somehow. This is important because earlier in the series, Boruto's dad failed to attend his own son, Boruto's birthday. So things were cool until Boruto's dad brings out the birthday cake. Just as Naruto appears to accomplish this simple task, simply holding the birthday cake and transporting it to the nearby dining room table, he suddenly explodes. Boruto is not saddened by the loss of his father. No, he is furious that his dad had the audacity to explode on the day of his sister's birthday. Also, Mr. Uchiha shows up. Parent-Child Day Arc, Episode 93 to 95. The Parent-Child Day Arc is a 3-episode arc about the parents and the children of the show spending time together all day, just like the name implies. So much like the Himawari birthday episode, this entire arc leans heavily on the show's greatest strength, that being the interactions between out-of-touch adults and their often disinterested children. This arc spends most of its time going over the same day but from different people's perspectives, with the best story within this sequence of events being Sarada spending time with her dad, Mr. Uchiha. Throughout the series, we are told that Mr. Uchiha is away on business trips, while in actuality, he was exiled from town and forced to live out in the woods due to multiple war crimes he committed during his high school days. So it's nice to see this man who rarely visits his family bumble around his daughter because he is not hip to the tic-tac victory royale lifestyle of today's youth. As a side note, apparently a lot of the parents in this show are war heroes, as shown in some obscure OVA called Naruto Shippuden? The Little Roommate, Episode 104. In my opinion, this may stand as the greatest single episode of the whole anime. It is focused around possibly the most interesting character in the series, Mitsuki, who's a weird kid with cool noodle arms and a really odd obsession with Boruto. In this particular episode, Mitsuki must take care of a stray cat for a few days. So when Mitsuki was first introduced earlier in the series, he was pretty apathetic and distant due to his strange origins, being grown in a tube or something. This episode helps showcase how Mitsuki has grown as a person since his arrival, and I like that. What makes this episode great is that we get to learn more about Mitsuki through his interactions with the stray cat that he's taking care of, and the way his room is laid out. Take note that he keeps a framed picture of Boruto by his bedside, so he can go to sleep seeing Boruto's face, and wake up also seeing Boruto's face. Let that sink in for a bit. There's also a weird side plot about a thief or something, but the real draw is watching Mitsuki hang out with a cat. The Steam Ninja Scrolls arc, Episode 106 to 111. This arc of the show ran for more than a month and featured possibly the longest stretch of the Boruto anime without the titular Boruto being present. Instead, the arc focuses on Mirai, an older, more experienced ninja, escorting Old Man Kakeshi and his buddy Might Guy throughout the countryside to visit hot springs. Along the way, they partake in some wacky adventures, including visiting Dogtown, solving a spooky hotel mystery, learning how to cook potato chips, pushing a big rock with some weirdo, and stopping a rogue necromancer. Team 25, Episode 115. I am just including this because of the first sentence on the Wikipedia episode description. Kakashi goes to the post office to observe Team 25, whose mission is to assist with sorting mail. It's funny that this is not the first time mail delivery was an important plot element. Makeout Tactics, Episode 127. So this is another great standalone episode. Apparently, young Boruto has never heard of the famous ninja man Jiraiya. So upon learning how hyped this old dude was, he sets out to find a book written by the guy. The book in question is part of a series of rather risque romance novels. So as you would expect, every adult Boruto and friends question about the book series is rather confused and or uncomfortable. This is the kind of dumb stuff that I love in this show. This is what makes it all worth it. Time Travel Arc, Episode 128 to 136. So Makeout Tactics is directly followed up by the Time Travel Arc, in which Boruto and Mr. Uchiha are sent back in time by a moon alien. Yeah, I guess I should mention that there are dimension-hopping aliens in this show about ninjas. Anyway, this arc is great because we get to see Boruto hang out with a younger version of his dad. So we get to see them train together, eat ramen, and avoid talking about how much of a jerk Mr. Uchiha was when he was a kid. Speaking of Mr. Uchiha during this arc, we get to see a side plot about this edgy dad avoiding his wife in the past. And I feel like this is meant to parallel the way he avoids his wife in the present day. Good show, Mr. Uchiha. So a lot of crazy things happen in this amazing slice-of-life anime called Boruto, and I can't fit them all into one video. But before I go, I would like to mention a few that just didn't make the cut, including the time Boruto taught a samurai exchange student to buy the combo meal at Burger King to both save money and enjoy a burger with her fries. Another great moment was when the Ninja Mafia boss tried to eat Boruto's brain. And lastly, I cannot forget to mention that time Boruto went to ninja jail for some reason. So that was a handful of my favorite stories from this fantastic sci-fi thriller anime. Feel free to write in the comment section your own favorite moments or what your opinion on the series is as a whole. Thanks for watching. Try not to die. While his mother and sister process was just transpired, the loss of oh no, I'm exploding! With the best story being one where Boruto's friend Salad needs to spend time with. I'm messing up, I'm gonna restart. Salad. I forgot I wrote salad. This arc spends most of its time going over the same day, but from different people's perspectives, with the best story being Boruto's friend's Salad. Along the way, they partake in some wacky adventures, including visiting Dogtown, solving a spooky hotel mystery,